Buenos dias, guys, from San Cristobal. Now, this region of Mexico, Chiapas, is renowned for its coffee. Mexico in general is renowned for delicious coffee, but most of it comes from the south, from the state of Chiapas. And check it out, guys. I'm currently starting my day here with a delicious cup of Chiapas coffee. I am a bit disappointed because I thought this place was super authentic, and it is, but it's also super touristy. I mean, I got promised by all the people that I've met and talked to a very cheap place and stuff, one of the cheapest places in Mexico, but I think this might be for the state of Chiapas in general, but not for San Cristobal. San Cristobal is super authentic, but it is super touristy, loads of backpackers around, loads of gringos around, and practically the center is super expensive and touristy. And yeah, that's why now, today, first of all, we're gonna head for some lunch at the local markets at the north end of the city, where all of the locals go for their lunch. So we try to get some cheap tacos there, or anything, some delicious good local food. And after that, my plan is to head to a very interesting place here, right next to the town of San Cristobal. A village called, I've forgotten the name already, but it is a village which has its own laws, basically. A village which is living outside of the laws of Mexico. A village which has its own police, an indigenous village with its own indigenous laws and its own police and everything. And yeah, apparently, that's what people told me. You're not allowed to take pictures in that village, in that town, and not allowed to film in that town. So, we're gonna head there by Colectivo, try to head there by Colectivo. I have no information at all yet, you'll find nothing on the internet. I'll just head to the Colectivo spot of the city and just ask around and try to get there. Right, guys, it's a lot warmer and sunnier today than it was yesterday down here in San Cristobal. And a very interesting fact about this place is that the temperature varies from street to street. In this street, where the sun is shining through, it is super warm at the moment, but then when you go into the shadow, it feels like 10 degrees colder. I'll show you. You might see by my reaction. At the moment, it's pretty hot, but now, whoa, it's cold. Wow, whoa, flipping cold. Which is why here in San Cristobal, during the day, you always have to bring your hoodie with you. Like me right now, check it out. That's the style you've got to have here in San Cristobal. Because in the morning and at night when the sun goes down, it's freezing cold. This morning it was like 8 degrees or something. And at night it also gets below 10 degrees. But during the day, it can get up to 25 degrees at times. So it depends on the day. But check out these beautiful streets. Actually, this town here reminds me a lot of Ayacucho back in Peru. And in regards to the prices, it's not more expensive than Mexico City. I'm not going to say that, but I expected it to be a lot cheaper than the rest of Mexico, as it is the poorest state of Mexico, the poorest out of the 32 states that compose the United States of Mexico. And it's not as cheap as I expected it to be, but that might change here at the market, and we've reached it, as it seems. Check it out. This looks a lot more local. So let's go for some food and then let's go to that independent village or independent town. Right, guys, this place looks more like it, more what I expected of San Cristobal and Chiapas. No fancy Starbucks or Burger King or McDonald's chains around here. This looks super, super local. All in all, this place doesn't remind me of any other place I've been to in Mexico. I've been to Oaxaca already, and Oaxaca also is quite authentic, but looks a lot different in regards to Chiapas, in regards to this place especially, to San Cristobal. Tuxtla wasn't that special, But San Cristobal looks a lot different compared to the rest of Mexico. Oh, and here you got shoes. Check it out, guys. Here you got shoes, like leather shoes, probably fake leather shoes for 150 pesos. 150 pesos, guys. Wow, that's about 7.5 euros or something. Wow, it might be time for me to change shoes, but no. My feet are still in good shape. Well, I reckon if you guys need shoes, then this is a good place to come. I mean, $8 for shoes. Guys, wow. Here you've got your Gucci belts, Louis V belts. Wowzers, guys. ¿Qué tiene, señor? ¿Café?
Café Tamal.
Café Canal, ok. Después voy para ti. ¿Tú eres acá en el mercado? Ok, perfecto. ¿Dónde hay rica comida que tú me...?
Más abajito.
¿Acá?
Sí.
Ricas tacos y todo.
Margarito 2.
Gracias. I've already forgotten all of the Mayan I've learned yesterday. Such a complicated language. I finally found the local area of San Cristobal. In downtown, you've only got backpackers and gringos. I'm not going to pretend that I'm the only gringo here in this market right now, but there's a lot less. I mean, look around. Are there any gringos around apart from me? Surely a few. Haven't seen them though yet. Wow, señora, ¿qué es eso? Atole de maíz, es como agua con maíz. Let's try some maize juice, looks delicious. 12 pesos, wow. Check it out, guys, I've got myself a maize juice. It just looked too interesting and too delicious to turn down. So I'll now sit down somewhere here. This will be a bit difficult finding a place to sit down here at this market and try this out. Looks delicious. I think here's a good place, good spot. Well, señor, ¿me puedo sentar? Okay. Gracias. Ah, all right. Wow, it's a pretty hot day today. Now going to try out this interesting looking juice. It's actually warm, it's not cold. And yeah, it's maize. It's basically maize with water. Check it out. Let's see how it tastes. Provecho. It's good. Feels like drinking tortilla. Right, guys, I'm about to have some delicious street tacos here, street chicken tacos. One taco costs 5 pesos here, which is about 27 cents in euros. So I'm about to have 5 of them, which will come to a total amount of 25 pesos, which is 1.33 euros. Guys, those are the cheapest tacos I've had so far in Mexico. So, I'm taking back what I've said before about San Cristobal. You've just got this like always, like everywhere. You've got to go to the markets. It's just like in Peru, just like in Argentina, just like in Colombia. You've got to go to the local places. So when you come to San Cristobal, come up to this market in the north of the city, north of the center. Check it out, guys. Those are my delicious tacos. Sí, todo, por favor. Gracias. 5 tacos for €1.33 for $1.50. Guys, in Mexico City, I've paid like €4 for 5 tacos. Here, I'm gonna pay. Gracias, amigo. Gracias. Okay, rico. Gracias. Check it out, guys. In Mexico City, this would have cost me like €4. Here, it cost me like less than half of that price. €1.30. Wow. With that being said, guys, Viva Chiapas, Viva San Cristobal, and provecho. See you after I finish my meal. Cheapest tacos, guys, I've ever had in Mexico. And believe me, one thing, I've had tons of tacos. I don't know how many tacos I've already had in this country. Probably like 500 or something, if I had to count them. And those were the cheapest. Basically, you could get 7 tacos here for under €2. So for more or less $2. Incredible, and they're delicious. So I'll be back here, maybe again today, who knows. Wowzers, guys. It's true what they said. You could basically eat out here 3 times for under €5, for under $5 if you wanted to. Amazing. Amazing stuff. And here you get shoes for 200 pesos, guys. 200 pesos. That's $10. This is hands down the cheapest place I've been to in Mexico, this market. Wowzers. Obviously, if shoes and clothes here are that cheap, I mean, check it out, 35 pesos, 80 pesos for a hoodie, you can obviously tell that it ain't real, that it's fake, but who cares? Who cares? Un pueblito que tiene su propia ley, con Z, Zapa, Zacatia, ¿cómo es eso?
Zinacantan.
Zinacantan, sí.
Muy bien, Zinacantan.
Veo, Zinacantan, terminal.
Sí.
Perfecto. Perfecto, gracias. Gracias. Buen día. You see how friendly the people are here in Mexico. Mexicans and Colombians are the friendliest people on earth. Wow, check this street out, guys. Wowzers. I think I'll come here for lunch and dinner tomorrow, and also for dinner tonight. Wowzers. They've got tacos again. Who knows, maybe I've been ripped off, maybe 5 pesos per taco was actually a lot. Maybe that was a gringo price, who knows. Well, now let's head to, what's the town called? Zinacantan. That's the name of the town I've been talking about all the time. Let's check it out. Right, guys, I'm in my Colectivo now, about to take off to Zinacantan, one of the most indigenous places in Mexico, one of the most authentic. They've got their own laws, their own indigenous laws there. And apparently, I won't be allowed to film everything there, like to film people and stuff. But I've asked, and filming myself shouldn't be a problem. So yeah, check out this Colectivo, it's fully packed. And I'm the last one that got in. Well, I can only repeat myself, guys. When you come to San Cristobal, which you probably will if you travel through Mexico, then make sure to eat out here at this market. I see what people mean when they say that San Cristobal is one of the cheapest places in Mexico. And for those of you that say that tacos aren't healthy, well, for me, it depends which tacos you eat. If you ate chorizo tacos or beef tacos every day, of course that ain't healthy. But if you eat chicken tacos every day, come on, chicken is healthy. You can eat chicken every day. Tacos are a lot healthier than if you go to McDonald's or Burger King or eat a pizza. When I was in Mexico last time, I spent about 6 weeks, close to 2 months in this country. And I've had tacos nearly every day, at least once. I even had days where I ate tacos twice. And I didn't even put on any weight. So, yeah guys, just trust me, Mexican food is up there with the best in the world.
Zinacantan?
Former Zapatista stronghold of San Cristobal. Back in the 90s, this market must have been controlled by the militia. We've stopped up in some random mountainous pit stop here in the mountains of Chiapas on our way to, forgot the name again, wherever the town is called, Zinacantan, something like that. And it's a lot fresher already up here. This town is still a bit higher up the mountains than San Cristobal. And check out, a tuk-tuk like back in Peru. Indian tuk-tuk in Mexico. Haven't seen any of these in Mexico either yet. So yeah, another reason why this state is super different to the rest of the country. Check it out guys, we have arrived in Zinacantan. Wow, full of tuk-tuks here. Right guys, check out this beauty of a toilet here in Zinacantan. Check it out. Wowzers. They're actually cleaner than many toilets I've seen on European motorways. So guys, check it out. This is Zinacantan. This is like the market. We've already been to probably the cheapest market, one of the cheapest markets in Mexico, and this might even be cheaper. Because this, I reckon guys, is like the first place in Latin America where I'm actually doubting that my Spanish is going to take me far. Because this is one of the communities where the Mayan language is still spoken and taught in school. The people that we've met yesterday, well in my last video, who spoke in the Mayan dialect, in their Mayan language, they were from a town, not this exact town, but a similar town like this. And check it out guys. Many people looking at me, because yeah, not too many gringos come here I suppose. And yeah, people here look super different than back in Tuxtla, or not to mention the rest of Mexico. A lot darker, a lot more indigenous. Oh wow, what a place. What a place. This is one of the only places in Mexico and probably in Latin America that has kept its pre-Hispanic customs and routines. I'm an alien, I'm a little alien, I'm a gringo in Zinacantan. Whoa! Hola, buen día. I really feel like an alien here. Check out these tuk-tuks, man. It's just like in Ayacucho and in Cusco. Wow. I thought this was only in Peru. Well, in Mexico, I haven't seen any tuk-tuks apart from here. Pretty amazing. In Peru, they're all over the country, but here in Mexico, well, I've never been in Central America. Speaking of Central America now, I've never been to another country actually than Mexico. And I suppose that these tuk-tuks, as you can find them here in Chiapas and all in the rest of Mexico, I suppose that in Guatemala, El Salvador, Nicaragua, Honduras, these countries, you'll find them everywhere. Because Chiapas is a bit more similar to these countries than to Mexico. There was also a huge dispute in the 19th century between Guatemala and Mexico actually about Chiapas. Guatemala questioning why Mexico actually got Chiapas. Lengua, ¿qué idioma habla la gente de acá? So sì. Es una maya, una lengua maya.
Sí.
So sì.
Sí.
¿Y cómo se dice? ¿Puedes hablar unas palabras para mí, por favor?
¿Qué puedes preguntar?
¿Puedes hablar unas palabras para mí en Sotse? Solo para escuchar.
Ushaela.
Ushaela? ¿Qué? ¿Cómo estás? Ushaela.
Ushaela.
Ushaela. Y gracias.
Colabal.
Colabal.
Buchabat. ¿Dónde vas? ¿Qué te comaré?
Buchaban. Okay.
Buchabat. ¿Dónde vas?
Okay. ¿Cómo es gracias?
Colabal.
Colabal. Colabal, señoras. Colabal. Buen día. You see, guys, people here have their own language, their own Mayan language. Wow. It's just so amazing that these languages have survived here in the highlands of Chiapas over thousands of years. This language is as old as Jesus, if Jesus existed. And just like in Peru, we've got stray dogs here. Stray dogs and tuk-tuks. Really reminiscent of Ayacucho. Hola. No, gracias. She just said, picture for money. What? And check it out, guys. A beautiful church. I've been told by the driver of the Collectivo that the church here is worth checking out. And yeah, it's super beautiful. Really pretty from the outside. Wow. What a place. Right, guys, it's a bit colder up here in Zinacantan, or wherever this town is called, than down in San Cristobal, so I've got to put my hoodie back on. So wear your sack. Ooh. Much better. Coldy and windy, Zinacantan, that's the name of the town. Right, guys, I've clearly made a new friend here in Zinacantan. Check it out. He won't leave me alone now, this stray dog here. What shall we call him? He's our new travel partner. We've met him here in the lost town of Zinacantan. This poor guy. But he's really cozying up to me. What shall we call him? Let's call him Maya. The Mayan dog. The Mayan stray dog of the lost town of Zinacantan. I mean, if nothing's going on in this town, I can still make friends, as you can see. We call him Maya, our new travel mate. And guys, I actually wanted to tell you that San Cristobal already is cheap. I mean, the market in San Cristobal is cheap. But when you go to the Oxxo in San Cristobal, it's basically the same prices as up in Mexico City or anywhere else in Mexico. But here, in this small store here, right behind me, in Zinacantan, on what you could call the main square of this small town, here, Zinacantan, an electrolita. I've already showed you this drink back in Santa Marta, I think it was, in Colombia. I love this drink, it's super rehydrating, and it's all over, you can find it all over Latin America, and it's really great. And in the Oxxos it costs like 31 to 33 pesos here in Mexico, but here in Zinacantan you'll get it for 22 pesos. So even the electrolitas are cheaper here. So this might be, Zinacantan might be Chiapas and Mexico's most indigenous town, most Mayan town and cheapest town. So, even though there's not a lot going on here, I highly recommend it. Cheers. Is there anything you want to say to the camera? I think this guy just needs a home. To any people from Zinacantan watching this guy here, I've named him Maya, needs a home. So, if anyone from Zinacantan is watching, please pick him up from the streets. A toda la gente de Zinacantan, si me entienden, yo no hablo Maya, lo siento, pero si me entiende, eso pero, que se llama Maya, él quiere una casa. Right guys, there's not too much going on here in this village of Zinacantan. So I'm heading back now to San Cristobal to finish the video. So it's goodbye to Zinacantan. See ya in the future. Maybe. We're back in town guys, back where the journey started. Back at the cheapest market of Mexico. You could literally find anything you wanted here in this market. It's incredible. And it's huge. It's flipping huge. One more reason to come to San Cristobal, guys. Do your shopping. Check it out, guys. All of these shoes, clothes. You find all sorts of things here. Funny bags, everything you need. Belts, knives. In case you want to defend yourself from the cartel. Wow, what a place. Here's like a gaming area. Let's make some millions. Is this the casino? Yes, it is like a mini casino, guys. In the middle of the market. Wow. Never seen anything like it. And it continues. Right guys, I'm now treating myself to a haircut here, much needed haircut in beard trim. By, ¿qué es tu nombre? ¿Cuál es tu nombre? By David. A hair trimmer here in the market, in Mexico's cheapest market. It's gonna cost me 50 pesos for a haircut and beard trim, which is like 2.5 euros. Less than $3. Cheapest haircut I've had so far on this trip. I'll see you later. Right guys, what's happening? Joe checks in, is done with his haircut and beard trim. And this is a good moment to end the video. And yeah, not the best beard trim I've ever had, I've got to admit, because it's far shorter than I wanted it to be. He just went ahead, the guy, and made it as short as possible. I said, hey wait, stop, I want to keep it, I want to keep the beard. So it's way shorter now than I wanted it to be, but who cares? I feel a lot younger now. You've never seen me with that short of a beard, have you? So I feel 20 years younger. And yeah, I mean, for 50 pesos, 2.5 euros, a bit under $3, I can't complain, can I? So, I mean, what a treat. The cheapest haircut and beard trim I've ever had in my life. Probably. Well, I cannot remember having had a cheaper one. So, a trimmed Joe checks in, says goodbye from the cheapest market in Mexico. A place you'll have to check out when you come to Mexico and when you come to the south, to Chiapas. and to San Cristobal. Adios, amigos. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll take another night bus to the next destination here in Chiapas. So, see you guys in the next one. Adios, have a good one. Hasta luego.